Hello everybody, welcome to Project Beauty, where we talk about project panning and everything beauty related. My name is Jen. We are very close up and personal today. I want to go ahead and do something similar like this on the other eye. I'm doing this in collab with Andrea from Pretty as a Peacock, and I'm so excited that she agreed to collab with me on doing a holiday look. I've been talking to her for a little bit about doing some kind of a collab, but between the two of us, she's been busy, I've been very sick, and it just hasn't working out. And I saw this look and I was like, I need to try this for the holiday. So I did it on one eye so that you guys could see what we're trying to accomplish. So if I remove this massive lash, you can see there's like a bit of a light cut crease, just a minimal light cut crease, and then a bunch of lights on top of my eye. And the reason I went so heavy with the lights is because I want it to be like the focal point of the look. And I mean, the lashes just kind of take over. These are the poop lunch lashes that I bought. Sorry. I'm literally a child, okay? I'm very immature when it comes to poop and farts. So, okay. All right. So, totally distracted now. This is the look that we're going to go for. So, let's go ahead and get started. On this eye, I have done my brow and I have done my primer. And I'm using the Milani primer, and I love that primer. So I'm going to go ahead, now that I've had a second to let that sit. My eyes are tearing because my sinuses are just going crazy. So now I'm going to use the, you guys are familiar with this palette on my channel. It's the Shit Show palette. I'm going to use this one because it's got a bunch of colors, and I am still trying to get some uses on this. Like, you know, low key, not like trying to whatever, but if I need a bright rainbow color, I'll reach for that one this year. So I'm going to go for the crease shade in here, and you can use any kind of crease shade that you have, but I'm just going to lightly dust that on my eye, and I'm trying to do this really close up so that you guys can really see what I'm trying to do here and what I'm trying to accomplish. But basically I just want to carve out a bit of a nice crease, get that socket to make it look a little bit deeper. Even though, you know, I have like saggy skin, my socket is a little bit not so deep, and my skin is starting to sag a little, so I have to fake it until I make it. So that's what we're doing on the eye. It's going to be sort of like a pin-up kind of style, but very light. And then once you have your crease carved out, you're going to take a little bit of cream shade and just set on top underneath the brow. I do this anyhow because I have a lot of space. Not a lot of people have that much space, but I definitely have a lot of space between my brow and my lid, so I have to set everything there. Okay, and then I'm going to take a sort of neutral to taupey mid-tone to like between mid-tone and deep brown, and we're just going to more so deepen out that carving in the socket, but more so like press really good into the socket so the color is focused in there. That's, I mean, you're not going to really see much of that later, but we want to try and get a good carve, a good contrast going, good enough so that it gives you a little bit of dimension on the eye. And I will be going back and forth with those two crease shades because I want to make sure that they're blended really nicely. But right now I'm just sort of haphazardly placing it and getting that angle and curve that I want. And then I'm going to go back in with the lighter brown and just go over top of that a little bit and give it that ombre effect, sort of a blend. Now on this eye, I went one on the bottom, one on the top, one on the bottom, one on the top, and just like that. And then you can see it turned into all the same two shades on the bottom and all the same two shades on the top. I'm going to try and make it so that the wire is a little bit different shaped, kind of the same angle, but so that I can get like 3 on the bottom, 1 on the top, 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom, 3 on the top, stuff like that, to change it up so that it's not always the same colors. The only thing you could do differently is just maybe use 3 colors instead of 4, or maybe 5 colors instead of like the 4. So just do whatever you want to do for your eye. Then you have to make a wing, and I'm just going to use my Maybelline, what is this called? Maybelline Lasting Drama Gel Liner in Blackest Black. This is so old, you guys. Take a look at this. It's like coming away from the sides. It's so old. I need to get a new one. So that will be something that I replace very soon. But I just want to get a good eyeliner going. I always press in the inner corner. And then when I feel like I'm confident enough, I'll just drag it all along the rest of the eye. But I always press in the beginning because the eye skin here is so fragile and soft that I feel like it's so much softer than the rest of the lid. If you have a lot of extra loose skin on your lid, then you may want to press the whole way, and that's cool too, because everybody's eye skin is going to be different. So I think that looks okay. I covered up this side already with my poop lunch lash. You guys can see it's real hard. I have to say the name because it's funny, okay? And I'm gonna laugh. So just so you know. And then I'm going to, because I sort of marked out the end over here, I'm also going to follow along with the bottom part of my eye and sort of just keep it in line. So I'm just going to guide that around there, and then pull it across and then match it up on the lid. Okay, what is going on out there? Oh, garbage and recycling. Lovely. And then I just fill in where I feel like I need to. Make a bit more of a point at the end. I feel like that's okay. I think it's a little bit longer than this side, but I can just extend the crap out of that. There we go. Okay, I wasn't going to go so long with the wing because I haven't worn a long wing in a really long time, but we just play in. I'm going to have some good times. Okay, so now that that is all done, I'm going to put a little bit of mascara. I'll be using the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. It's a voluminous Lash Paradise, sorry. You can curl your lashes if you want. I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to get a little bit at the root of my eyelash and pull up. I have naturally very long eyelashes, but they're so thin that I have to have a lot of volume, a lot of thickness, but I also love that length. So sometimes I use multiple mascaras to get my desired look, but because we're putting on lashes, we don't need to do that, or I don't need to do that. Okay, so now we want to go in with like a liquid liner. This is the Kat Von D tattoo liner. I think actually I said this was from Valerie, but I think this is from my kit that I got from Sephora, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure I got this in my Sephora favorites kit. So we're gonna make sort of that wire where the lights go onto. So I'm just gonna create a little wire. Okay, I'm not going to be too finicky about it right now. We're just creating sort of that angle. You can thicken it later. I went over this twice, or well, I made the initial one and then I went over it again. There's a lot of little steps here, so you have to be really patient with yourself and give yourself a little credit. This is my first time doing this. I can't wait to see Andrea's look. I was going to do like different colors, but I thought let's just do straight up Christmas colors for the first time, and then yeah. Okay, so we're going to create sort of the sticky brightening base for the glow underneath. So I'm going to take my my NYX Jumbo pencil in the shade Milk, an oldie but a goodie. This is an old YouTube, like for sure oldie item, and everybody used it back in the day. So I'm going to start with my first one. I'll do it on the bottom because the first one over here started on the bottom just to keep some cohesiveness. So I just want to make a bit of an area where there's going to be some glow, and then you're just going to continue, oh my gosh, eyelashes please, wherever you want the dots. Just make sure that you know it's like yellow, green, blue, blah blah blah. Just count how many, and then if you don't have enough at the end, you can add a few if there's space. So we'll go yellow, green, blue. Oh, this is going way too far down. That's okay. I'll just go over that. So blue, red, yellow, green, blue, red, yellow, green, blue, red. All right, that's enough for me. I think that's pretty good. I'm just going to lightly go over this and set that because I don't want to lose, I don't want that to crease and then lose my crease. So I just want to set that white that went everywhere. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use my Shit Show palette now, and I'm just going to take a short round brush. It's rounded at the end. It's very tiny. It's just round. It's a round ferrule. There's no pinch at the ferrule. So you're going to get a round application when you put it on your eye, okay? We're going to start with the yellow first. Really saturate your bristles, and then we're going to go yellow. Okay. Yellow, green, blue, red, yellow. Green, blue, red, yellow, green, blue, red. Okay, next will be green. I'm just switching up the color on my bristles. I'm going in with a light green, not a deep green, because we will be going in with a deep green after. So make sure you use the lightest colors right now. So just light. So then we'll go green. And make sure you cover all of that white that you laid down because you don't want any of that white showing. And then green. And it's okay if it covers up a bit of the wire. I mean, that's totally cool. And we will go over it later. But as you can see on this, I kind of left it because when lights are shining, you're not going to always see the wire through. So it's okay if it misses where the light is. It's totally cool. All right. So now we have a couple of those done, and now we'll do blue. And again, go in with a light color first. But we want that strong glow. Blue. Well, it's like a pure circle right there. Okay, and then the last one, of course, red. So we'll go in with the red. And make sure that when you're applying it, that you're sort of diffusing the color out a little. Like strong in the center and then like tap it around so that you get a little bit of a blend at the end. because you don't want it to be like a straight up circle of color on your eye. You want it to look a little bit, you know? Okay, now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go in with a paint palette. You can go in with a deeper shadow color. I'm gonna also put the other colors on top of this, but this is my MAC paint palette. I just got this, and I got it at a CCS, which is the cosmetics company store. It's like a CCO in the States, but here in Canada it's CCS. I don't know if things have changed there, but this is a CCS, and I am so happy that there's one here. Oh my god, look out, paycheck. No, I'm kidding. I gotta be so good. Oh man, it's really hard. It's really, really hard. But anyhow, I am going to now take a I got no space here, you guys. Okay, I'm going to take a really, really skinny pointed brush for eyeliner. I'm just going to take off the red that was on it because I do want to go in with, actually, I'm going to just quickly wash my, can I wash this brush really fast? You know what? That's okay. I'll wipe it off. I was going to wash it, but I should have done that before I did the other eye. If I need to, I can also grab another brush. It's that easy. Okay, we're going to go in with the yellow first. There's still quite a bit of red on this, but she's coming out kind of yellow. Okay, I'm just going to put it in the center, like where I want the deeper, like the more bold color. You'll see that it shows up quite bright. Shape it into kind of like a light bulby shape. And then we're going to go over that with a bit of a deeper color, but you don't want it to be too massive, but enough to fit the white inside of it. Okay. Then green. For the green, I mix both a light and a dark green together because I feel like that will give me the best color match. Like you can see it's a tiny bit deeper, but not so dark that it's completely different. Then we'll go in with the blue, which I will just use a bit of a deeper blue for this one. Okay, and then we'll go in with the red. This is so exciting. I'm really happy that I have this paint kit. And it was like 40% off the regular price, I believe. No, sorry, 50% off the regular price. It's $84 regular price Canadian. And another 10% off of that. You guys, I lost my poop. I was so excited because I had been waiting. I didn't want to pay 20% off on, like, for Sephora, like the Sephora sale for the Makeup Forever one, which is $115. I was like so close this year to buying that. And then I'm like, no, that's way too expensive. I could wait for Mayron to have a sale or something else. And then I decided to look at the MAC one, because you can get, like, if you're one of their members or whatever, you can get 25% off. I used to get makeup artist discount, and I feel like I still should because I still do client makeup, but then I would have got I think a bigger discount. But anyway, if you're one of their members, you would get 25% off, and I thought it's cheaper than the other one, and it's 25% off instead of 20. And then I saw this and I was like, I'm buying it. I don't care, I'm buying it. Okay, so now that we have that done, I want to set the colors. So we're going to go back to our trusty little brush that we used earlier, and I'm going to take the yellow and just tap it on to set that color in the center. We're going to go in with a deeper bit of a green, nothing like too crazy. You just want to go like a shade down and just pat the color on so that you can still see the glow, but you want that center to have a bit more depth to it. I think you can see it starting to take shape there. And then we'll do the red, which will be the same color for me, but because I have that deeper like liquid underneath, it will take as a deeper shade. So if you really want, you can go in again with an even deeper shade to add a little more contrast to it, which I may try on the red actually. Let's see, I'll use my Chicago Bulls ColourPop eyeshadow palette, and I will try with, I don't have a tiny enough brush. Let's just use, actually, you know what? I have one right here. Tiny little brush. So I'm going to go in with this one here, right there, and just get a little more contrast on there in the shape of a bulb. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, and then we're going to go in with the white bulb color. So I'm going to use my NYX Professional Makeup Epic Wear Waterproof Eye and Body Liquid Liner. I got this in the drugstore. I don't know why I keep clicking. I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep clicking my tongue like that. It's just in the shade white. Can you see that? Will you focus? You guys know what white is. Oh my gosh. Okay. So longest lid ever of life. And then we're just going to go in. It's a brush tip. I think I would prefer a foam tip or like a spongy tip. But anyway, I'm going to just make a little bulb. And it's so liquidy that I have to go over it a couple times for it to take shape. I put a lot on this one. I may have to clean that up after. So if you do that, it's fine to just go back over with a little bit of eyeshadow. I would suggest using a much darker one because now it's like a bigger white spot, but it's okay. Things happen. But you can do like round bulbs. You can do the pointy, longer ones, whichever you like. I really like the pointy, longer ones, honestly. That's what she said. Andrea, I know you caught that. And then, oh, I can't talk when I do this. Sorry, guys. I always wipe the tip off after. That's what she said again. I always wipe the tip of the brush off because I don't want that color getting back into the tube. I wanted to use my blacklight responsive stuff, but I think I might try that next time. Okay, and then I'm going to wipe this off and we're going to do the red and then we'll do the eyelash and we'll be done. Wow. This is a little bit of work, but I feel like, oh, and I have to thicken the wire. But I think that turned out cute. And I definitely like that the colors are kind of all over, where this one is very like structured and like one color, not a fan of that. I do like the way this looks, but I prefer sort of the disarray of lights, because lights are never going to be like this unless you specifically put them like that. So okay, so now I'm going to thicken that wire up with my liner again. It's definitely nicer too when the wire isn't perfect. All right, I think we're done with the lights. What do you guys think? If you like it, leave me a light bulb emoji in the comments. That would be amazing. Please and thank you. Now we're going to put our Poop Lunch lash on. Poop Lunch lashes are from Amazon. Deb and Danny used them. Oh my gosh, oh, there we go. My lash glue like totally dried. Anyhow, Deb and Danny did a video together when they were hanging out, because they met up with each other a few months back, and they were talking about Poop Lunch lashes, and I was like, I have to have those because I'm 5 and I laugh at stuff like that. So if you're with me and you think it's hilarious, I highly recommend you grab them because it's so funny. All right, I don't recommend you breathe on your lashes. Well, I'm going to do it because I want to rush it for the video. But I don't recommend you do it, because if you blow on your lashes and you are not well and stuff and it goes too close to your eyeball, you're going to get, like, it's gross. It's like bacteria. If you haven't brushed your teeth and a little piece of, you know, I'm not going to go there, but, you know, things could get gross. So, oh, I need that still. What am I doing? I'm trying to clean up, and it's not working in my favor. So I only used a few different brushes, which worked out pretty well, I would say. And I do want to just carve a little bit of this because I didn't quite set this color here. So I just want to carve that cream shade. For those of you who caught that, I didn't do anything on my lid. Whoops. Now I did. So just the same cream shade that I did on the upper, I did on the lid. And now we're going to go ahead and apply the lashes. So I need to let that sit for just a second. I'm sorry I'm so quiet. Like, I gotta be quiet when I do my eyelashes and pretty much any detail eye work, because I I hold my breath. So there's no way I'm gonna be able to talk and hold my breath at the same time. I'm gonna pinch as best as I can. And then I'm gonna let that sit still. Now, I feel like there's a few stray eyelash hairs, but that's okay. I just want that to sit on there for a minute, and then I'm going to take my lash crimping tool, not crimping tool, but like I call it a crimping tool. But basically it just pushes your lashes into your own lash line. And it makes it look a lot more natural. Well, I think that turned out pretty cute. This is sort of like a pre-video to, I'm going to probably do this for the weekend because I'm going to do a holiday thing with my family. And I really think this is so cute. And I like that I practice now with you guys and with Andrea. So go check her out. I will have her link down below. This is super cute for holidays. Like, it's not too much. If you put a red lip or whatever, I'm going to just do a really, like, I'm really tired. You guys can see my face is just red. But I'm going to do just a very subtle face look with this on the weekend. I'm not going to do that now, but I am definitely going to do it on the weekend. And I wanted to make sure that I tried this out first, you know, before going into family pictures and stuff. But I think it'll work out really well. I like it. I definitely like this side better than this. This looks a little too structured, a little too boring because the colors are the same. Or you could just do red and green. Maybe I would try that. But I really like this. I think this is fun. So if you like this, definitely leave me a light bulb emoji in the comments. I really appreciate you guys joining me. Thank you so much for watching and attending my little, you know, what the heck is this tutorial, but also my wonderful friend Andrea decided to collab with me, which makes this very special to me. So go check her out and don't forget to like her video and leave a comment on her video. If you came to her channel from mine, leave her a light bulb emoji. That would be fantastic. Then she knows where you came over from. And that's pretty much it. I'll let you guys go and try this on your own. If you've tried this, let me know. I want to know. Tag me in your Insta or whatever. Just let me know in the comments or something if you try this out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody. Happy holidays.